Happy Monday. It's hot here in Texas. It's like 7:15, 7:20. I just got home from work, y'all. It is 99 currently in my part of Texas. 99, but the heat index is 107 and it's like almost 7:30. The heat index is 107, folks. Golly. So yeah, I'm looking crazy with my little bottle of water. And as tired as I am, it was an extremely long day. I was just like, there's no way that I can not record. Like I literally was about to get out of my little dress and everything. As you can see, I wore no makeup today. Again, now I purposely really did that. I know on Saturday, I was like, I ain't got no makeup on. But there was no way. I can't. Only thing I could do is kind of fix my eyebrows, fill them in a little bit, and that's it. And then I was like, man, I gotta go barefaced because it's too hot. It's hot, man. But anyway, I just wanted to say, like, I need to record because bing, something else popped up into my mind. And actually, this is a subject that I had wanted to talk about long time ago because it was bothering me. Like, pretty much, I think, man, when I first started this channel, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about some things where the newer generation has come up with their own, ideas, which Yahoo, every generation does come up, I mean, that's how you keep, reinventing yourself or, I'm expecting things to, how can I say it? Progress? I don't know. I'm always expecting each generation, of course, to bring their own flavor, do things that the previous generation didn't do. Maybe they wanted to do, but there are some things I'm never going to be able to tolerate or understand. Or how about I shouldn't say tolerate. I have to tolerate it, but I'm saying agree with it. You want to know what one of those things are? What in the world? Like, who thought of a push gift? Now, for most of y'all who are in my generation, like I was born in the 70s, whatever, I'm pretty sure that I don't remember any women in my family, like the aunts or cousins or whatever who were pregnant asking for a push gift. And as you guys know, I don't have children, right? But I got plenty of friends, that have children. And I remember when I was in my 20s, that was unheard of too. When I was in my 30s, it was unheard of. I think it might have just started like about 5-6 years ago. But my whole entire point is, and if you don't know what a push gift is, let me explain it to y'all. A push gift apparently is nowadays when women get pregnant and they deliver before or after their husbands, boyfriends, or whatever get them a push gift. They get them a gift for pushing out a baby. Like, the woman can go to the man and say, all right, this is what I want. I literally saw it like a couple of years ago. I was watching some cheesy reality show, and this man was in a jewelry store with his best friend, and he was just like, why don't you come with me? Because I got to get, my wife this push gift. And then the guy says, oh, what you going to get? Because I had to get Tisha, whatever his wife's name was. I remember when I had to give her, I had to give her 2 because they had 2 kids. And I was thinking to myself, okay, let me watch this and see where this is going. Let me tell you something. A push gift ain't nothing cheap. That's the other kicker too. They're expensive. So a push gift can be like whatever the woman wants. If she wants a brand new, designer bag, or she wants a nice little tennis bracelet, diamond tennis bracelet, like, it's not cheap. The man or whoever is required to get her whatever she wants. And it's because she's pushing. It's like, okay, you give me a gift because I'm doing all this work. And I was thinking to myself, so Please hear me out, y'all, because I don't want y'all to say, Shine, you've never had children, so you don't understand. Yes, I'm smart enough to see that women's bodies go through a lot. I get that. I totally get it. I understand that you are carrying another life, possibly multiple lives if you have more than one baby, right? And your body's going through all this change. You may not get that body back that you had. I get all of that. Some of you, God bless y'all. Some of you have been very close to death, when it was time to give birth. Some of you did not have it so easy, but I find it strange that people literally would ask their partner, their loved one, somebody who y'all have created this life together, you would expect a gift? A push gift? I mean, I just want y'all to sit back before y'all start coming for me. Just let's think about this. Maybe it is me. Maybe because I feel, even though I've never had children, I just feel like if I have created a life with someone who, we did it together, he's giving me a gift, I'm giving him a gift. We're giving a gift together. He had to donate the sperm, So, I mean, yeah, he's done a little something or whatever, but what I'm saying is like, I personally can never imagine asking somebody, hey, buy me a tennis bracelet because I'm carrying this kid. Like, I don't know. I mean, dang, am I that old fashioned? Is my age really showing? And you know what? If it is, and y'all say, yeah, you know what? I'm all right with that. I don't have a problem. I'm sorry, y'all. I find it a little, I don't know. I find it a little, I'm trying to pick a nice little word here. A little selfish, a little self-indulgent. And I know some women out there might be like, girl, you don't know what it takes. Shoot, we deserve that. I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird. And on top of that, I mean, the man had to give you the sperm to create the baby. I mean, half of this child is going to be him too. Does he not get a gift? Like, thank you, babe, for that sperm. You know what? That sperm was great. I think you deserve like a Rolex. Like, to me, it seems a little bit too materialistic, and then when you got and the kicker is, it's not a one-time thing. Every time these women get pregnant. So if you had I'm thinking about this TV show. This lady was about to have their 4th child. She literally, when her girlfriends came over, she was just like, she said, yeah, he's out buying my push gift now. See, and then she goes to her jewelry box. She was just like, see, he got me this one for the first kid, and then he got me this for the second one, and then look, he got me this for the third. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah. And I know y'all saying, Shine, that's reality shows, but it literally is happening with regular people too, okay? I have seen it on social media, and people are talking about push gifts. And I know that y'all might be like, Shine, it's been out for a while, but I always wanted to talk about that because I just think it's extra. I mean, out of all the stuff that we got to pay for nowadays with inflation, and I know some of y'all might be like, well, hey, if you can afford it, I guess. But my point is that you're actually expecting your partner, your spouse, your husband, whatever, to go and buy you something. And here's the kicker. It's called the push gift. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but most of this generation, they not doing like what our parents did and grandparents did. Most of them don't push anymore. Am I right? Don't most of them get cesareans now? Like, who's really going through labor? I'm not undermining it. Let me stop. Take a breath, y'all. I'm not saying that just because you get a cesarean that is not work. I understand that. That's even worse. I mean, a woman is going to carry the scar around. They got to cut her belly open to take the baby out. But what I'm saying is, you are expecting something. How about expect this? This is what I would want. That push gift don't mean nothing to me. If I had a kid for, for us, not for you, had it for us. You know what I want? Don't buy me no bracelet. Don't buy me no necklace. Don't buy me a Gucci bag or whatever. How about you help me change the diapers? How about you get up in the middle of the night, give me, let's take turns. How about, you help me out with the other kids if we got any? Or how about you take some of this housework while I'm sitting up here with the child hanging from my boob, or whatever. I'm just saying, isn't that the kind of gift? But these women that, from what I understand, they want a push gift, something that this man, first of all, the man already probably got you a ring. He probably still paying for your ring, the engagement ring. He probably still paying for the wedding. And you want a gift for pushing out, well, if you're pushing, but for having a baby. I'm just trying to figure out, isn't it gift enough if the man is helping you around the house? I mean, I'm talking about really helping you. And he's providing for you? That's not gift enough? I know y'all be like, Shine, how do you get on these soapboxes? Because I see things and I observe things and I'm just thinking to myself, dag, has the world changed that much that we are that materialistic? Like, it's almost like, okay, I'll take it a step further. So in addition to me wanting to tell y'all about a push gift, the other thing that I think is a little bit weird, okay, I'm going to go off onto another subject, but it kind of follows the same point that I'm driving here. And that is it me? But don't y'all think it's kind of weird now that people ask for people to pay for certain events? Now, I really hope I'm not offending anybody. I do have family and very close friends that I know they have done it, and I don't want them to take offense. This is just my opinion, and I can't help that. I'm not, it's just my opinion. But I just think it's kind of crazy that people can get on social media and actually ask for money. They actually ask for money to pay for events that we, the older generation, never would have. Like, people will get on social media and be like, I got to get a prom dress. I got to get a wedding dress. And they ask people to donate. I'm sorry. When I went to go to prom, my dad paid for it. Either he had the money or he didn't. My dad practically had to beg me to go because I was just like, nah, I don't want to go. I was such a tomboy. I don't want to go. My dad was just like, Shine, it can never happen again. You don't have to go, but I'm telling you right now, you might want to go. And when I said yes, my dad was just like, boom, here's the money. Go get your gown, blah, blah, blah. What I'm saying is, okay, and I know y'all like, Shine, well, social media didn't exist when you was in, I graduated high school in 88. I know it didn't exist, but it wouldn't have been no different if I had been standing on the corner with a donation can talking about some donate for my prom dress. There's just certain things that I don't get it. I just don't get it. I have seen crazy stuff like that people, the newer generation will ask for, like, true statement. I don't say names, so I ain't gonna say no names. So is this one young lady that I know of, right? Well, I've met her, Well, when she got married, she literally, I cannot make this up, y'all. She got on social media and said her and her new husband had a dream of living in a different country. Well, not in a different country. It's part of the United States, but it's like the islands, whatever. And they wanted people to donate to go fund their new lifestyle. And when I say lifestyle, I'm talking about like, they just like, I want to live here. We need money so we can move and get a place and everything. Nowhere in this description, right, of asking donations. I mean, and they were kind of honest. Like they didn't want to work. They was and they worded it beautifully, like as if people were supposed to say, "Oh, because you worded it beautifully, yeah, let me dig in my pocket. Here you go." The way it was put was, we want to start this life together. It's our dream to live here, and yeah, they literally had God, I think don't quote, because my best friend knows what I'm talking about. I want to say they had a GoFundMe. Now, we all know that when GoFundMe started, it was basically for, people who was just like, hey, I'm having a hard time paying for my husband's surgery or something like that, something major, or whatever. But they started a GoFundMe for people to donate money so they can go and live their dream. Job free. I didn't get it. I didn't donate. You guys have said to me before, like if I do giveaways or something like that, you'd be like, "Oh, Pinky, you're so generous. You're generous. You're generous." And I like to think that, I feel like I am a giver. I love giving. Y'all know that. I love giving. It makes me feel good. However, even my giving has some type of limitations. It's called common sense limitations, because I feel like the audacity, like, God, that's a lot of nerve to me. Like, some people be like, I've heard people say, well, the younger generation now, when I say young, I'm talking about like the young adults. I have heard them slam us and say stuff like, y'all just mad because either one, you didn't think of it, or either two, this is something you always wanted to do, but y'all, in other words, y'all didn't have enough kahunas, you didn't have enough, guts to do what we do. What we want, we ask for it. We ask for what we want. We demand this, we demand that. And I'm here to tell you that, just because something pops up in your head that you want does not mean that it's ethically and morally right to ask for it. I think that there needs to be some kind of boundary lines. Like, seriously? So let me get this straight. You want my generation or me or somebody else that's older than you to go ahead and just donate to your dreams. We're not talking about giving to a college fund, where we're already saying the mind is a terrible waste. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. We're not talking about that, I've seen certain donations like in churches, I have seen where the church, which that's what part of the things that the church is for, is to have community to help youth in the church. I have seen it where they get up on the pulpit and be like, Sister Williams' son just graduated from high school and he's going to study abroad, and we as the church have decided to donate to help him because he's going abroad. I get stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I do. But when you get on social media and you're just expecting for people to give you money, I'm sorry. Have y'all not looked at the economy today or inflation? I'm like, I understand when you're young, it is natural. Like if your parents help you out, let's say you buying your first house. Yes, I've seen it. My dad, I wasn't young when I bought my first house. My first house, I've had two houses. And my dad, well, the first house, he didn't help. It was kind of like, Dad, pretty much I'm closing on the house tomorrow, you know. The second house, my dad was so kind, you know, and I felt funny asking. My dad was like, I just need a little help. I had already saved all the money, got my credit back in point or whatever. But my dad has always said, and my mom, their philosophy is, Shine, we are more than happy to help you because we see you doing for yourself. So if I finally break down and swallow my pride and ask my parents, like, I hate asking my parents for help. And my dad was just like, Shine, if we have it, we're going to help you. But my dad, and I think my dad and mom, they give it more freely. I mean, yeah, they're going to give it to me, but they give it even more joyfully, happily, because they see that I have exhausted all my resources. My parents know I'm not going to ask them for anything until I have exhausted every possibility, you know, for myself, that I do it for myself, right? And then even then when they say, sure, we will, I'm like, not a lot, you know, I just need a little bit. Because I feel like my parents gave to me they did their part. They put a roof over my head. They fed me. They clothed me. They schooled me. They did every single thing, you know, while I was coming up and then some, right? So I don't really like to ask my parents for all of that. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about like, yeah, hey, I need a little help getting my first car. My dad helped me do that. He saw me. He saw me doing things for myself, and he's like, all right, enough is enough. We got to get this girl a car. It was really 2 times, but I had to tell y'all that story another time because that is funny. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. But this newer generation, they're asking for like their partners to pay. Like, hey, you knocked me up. I need a diamond bracelet. That's all they ask. I'm just saying. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. I was just like, wow. And like I said, it made me think like, yeah, I know each generation do it their way, but yeah. I just think it's like a little, yeah, I think it's bold, you know, that remember you are getting on social media. I'm talking about for the second part, and you are willing to ask perfectly good strangers. I mean, you're asking your friends too, and you're asking for your family, but you're also asking perfectly good strangers. You are now exposed to the world and saying, hey, I'm about to get married. Hey, can y'all donate some money? Because look, hey, I saved up for a wedding dress, and I got about $5,000, but I really want this $15,000 dress, handmade beads or whatever. This probably costs more than that. You know, I'm being cheap or whatever. I want that. This is the dress that I want. This is tiara that I want. And I want it to be a destination. So I'm going to need some money for the dress. I need for some money to get me in my future to our destination. And if y'all feel like contributing anything else, you know, I'll be like, what? Are you insane? I'm talking about the one you ain't did jack. You ain't, I mean, you didn't even so much as buy the ink to use on the invitations. It's just gimme. I just be like, I think as much, folks. I wanted to see what y'all thought about this. First of all, did you know about a push gift? How do y'all feel about that? You know what I'm saying? And you know what? All these people who got push gifts, you know what? I wish I was their kid. I wish I was the one they pushed me out. Because if I was belong to one of these new wave parents generations, I'll wait until I was a teenager and I'll be like, Mom, where's my cut? Hey, you won't believe what I had to do to get here. You won't believe what I saw on the way out. I would be like, give me my cut. Do the kids get anything for, like, you know, surviving the birth? Now, if y'all saying, Shine, that's ludicrous. Yeah. And so is this idea of asking for a gift. You know, I'm just like, and you know what that tells me too? That kind of tells me a little bit, because we all know the rule. What do people say? Are you having a baby? Well, enjoy it. Why, enjoy the rest of your freedom, because when that baby takes his first breath, it is no longer about you. Don't nobody care about you and your husband no more. The only thing, everything matters, you're like, hey, that kid come. Now we all know your life matters, but y'all know what I'm saying. The kid now comes first. And what I'm saying, I feel like it's your last attempt to make it about you by asking for a push gift. And I also feel like it's your ongoing attempt when you start asking someone to fund your life. Didn't you go to school? Aren't you supposed to get out into the world? I mean, do you see a bird other than the cuckoo bird? Do you see a bird that jumped out the nest, learned how to fly, and be like, oh, but still come back after they done laid eggs somewhere, come back to the original nest they was born in and be like, hey, you already built this nest. Hey, I just laid some eggs. Can I just stay here? Like, if y'all say, Shine, that's ludicrous. That's what I'm saying. I'm using that as an analogy. You see how ridiculous and ludicrous that sounds? Yeah, the same concept. It's the same concept. When you go out into the world, nobody's saying that you can't ask your parents for help. Your parents will help you until the day they die. They never stop being a parent. But what I'm saying is, don't y'all think that's a little weird? Tell me what y'all think. I think it's a little weird, and I think it's a little self-indulgent. I just think. And if you're like, Shine, you kind of judging, it's just I don't know, I'm just asking. So, yeah, leave your comments below. Tell me what y'all think about this. I'm dying to know. Because I want to know how to, I just need to know, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? It's okay. Just like my friend Brian on the last talk that I had. He was just like, hey, I don't agree with you. I love you, but I don't agree with you. That's cool. Because I never expect for you guys to think exactly and just kind of be like, I agree. No, I really do be wanting to hear or just read your opinion or whatever. Because sometimes when I read your opinions, and if y'all don't agree with me, y'all really do give me another perception. Maybe I can't see it. So should I just swallow and accept that this is just what it is? I mean, I guess I have to, but I'm never going to change my moral, compass to, I just can't bend that way, y'all. I can't bend that way. So yeah, that's all. Anyway, tell me what you think. Give it a thumbs up, only if you like it, but I want you to like it, but don't like it if you don't want to like it. Yeah, I'm saying that part for Marie. Hey, Marie. I just had to mess with you, Marie. Chavez. I will talk to you guys later. Y'all take care. Stay hydrated. Bye-bye.